Hey guys, hope you're doing well. I noticed in the past, I've done quite a few videos on this Mercedes, but I actually haven't went over everything that's currently wrong with it and everything that's wrong with it after I've already spent close to 11 grand making it right. All right guys, there she is out of her hibernation. So let's go take a peek around it and see everything that's wrong with it. You can see I kind of have these goofy ladder racks on there. Shows what kind of guy I am. What? So we go around back here. This passenger side tail light is a bit mangled. If you look closely over here, I can just kind of lift away the plastic. This is kind of the remnants of what was wrong with this car when it had a rear end collision. I think this is way back in 2014. It had 3 accidents. So rear tail light needs to be done. This diffuser that was put on by one of the previous owners here is pretty mangled. Check out this spacing. The other side looks really good. Everywhere else is really nice and clean, except for this one spot. It also appears that inside here there's actually a screw over here. To actually fix this, we'd have to take whatever this is off, this caulking, and clamp it and caulk it. We might actually try that, but there's also another option. That'd be considered a massive hack job, which would be just to fill this gap with some glossy black sealant. Because everywhere else is nice and tight. I just would hate to make this worse than it is, and it's such a tricky thing. Like, I'd be more tempted to actually just take off this bumper, just put on a nice new bumper, just to not have the diffuser, so this isn't a problem in the future. If any of you guys got any tips that watch this on how to fix this back diffuser, that'd be huge. Shoot them in the comments below. Also over in the front here, we have this passenger side fog light. If you look over here, my fog light is pretty mangled, honestly. I have the cover to put in here. The only problem is this bracket is broken here. So I need to find the part number and get that bracket ordered and get that in place, because then it's going to look nice and sexy, just like this side over here. If we hop into the trunk over here, push the lever here. So this lever here works to open the trunk, but the button in the trunk actually doesn't work. This button doesn't actually close the trunk. You can click it and it won't close. So that's pretty tragic. So what we have to do is we have to push this button down to get it to close. But if I do that, it won't close the first time. It just pops back up. But the second time, it always works. Weird. And then inside the car here, you can see we have a really nice interior. Despite having the P30 performance package, my steering wheel is actually off of an older CLS. But the one that should come with this looks more like this. So you can see that steering wheel is much more attractive, and it's also very expensive. And I'm just going to leave that out and not do that, because that could be spent going towards a Lamborghini Mercy. But what else we have wrong here is this little climate control screen here. So if you notice here, there's actually no screen here. It is broken out of it. And other than that, you guys, we got the bigger issue, which actually isn't too big, but we have an oil leak. All right, guys, and here she is, the M156 engine. 507 horsepower, 465 pound-foot of torque. Plenty of power, but known for unreliability, which is too bad. But that being said, same era car, you can get the E60 M5. That's a whole other level of unreliability. If we look closely here, on the right side, there's a small little leak here on the top of the valve cover. That's clear as day. But that one I've seen, it's been there for a while. We also have one here. This is the new one. A little bit of oil here on the top of this valve cover gasket, which is too bad, because these valve cover gaskets were replaced about 1.5 years ago. So what the heck? If I look lower here on this left bank, we have the alternator, which has actually got quite a bit of oil on it. That's too bad. And on the right side here, we have not really anywhere to tell that there's any oil leak. The only way that is very clear is when you get underneath and you drop the belly pan, then you can clearly see that there is a leak, and it's coming mainly from this right bank here, the driver's side. Now, where it's coming from, I don't know, but we're going to fix all of this in another video. But everything else, we're going to get this thing mechanically working perfectly, get the taillights looking nice, and we might even throw some side skirts and maybe a front bumper lip on this thing, so it would look very sexy. I bought a few really funny, interesting things here to put on before we hit the road. And there we have it, folks. We've got our shifter extensions nice and tightly installed. Very cool. Kind of looks interesting, doesn't it? But look at here. That's fun. I guess it makes sense that it's painted red because it's like, get ready, you're going to battle. All right, let's go hit the road, folks. All right, you guys, we're gonna have a little bit of fun here. And there she is, back from doing some donuts in the snow. Lots of fun. She's stretching her legs after that long hiatus there. But she feels good. You know, despite those oil leaks, those things have been around for a decent amount of time. The second one, that's a new one. But I had the valve cover replaced in the past. That's an easy job regardless. So that's fine, at least it's nothing crazy. But she's in good shape and looking pretty as ever. But hey guys, the snow is gone, the sun is out. Things are coming around over here, and we got her looking nice and clean. So now that you guys seen the list of things that are wrong with this, what is it going to take to make it right? It's going to take this amount of money right here. It's actually not too significant. I think this thing deserves it. It's got an accident history, but that's just the way she goes. And we're going to make her look pretty because she's got a lot of horsepower and she's going to be around for a long time. So if you guys like what you see in this video, you want to stick around for some more. I mean, if you made it to the end of this video, you might as well click that subscribe button because there's going to be some really interesting stuff coming this way. After this car gets sold, I'm going to buy another car and we're going to rebuild it, and it's probably going to be something pretty sweet. And if you got one of these things and you have any ideas to make this thing look really sexy, let me know in the comments, you guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.